Good people, good morning, afternoon, evening, no matter what time of day it is. My name is BlackAndGaming, and welcome back to Witchcraft and Wizardry, the Minecraft Harry Potter mod. Alright, everybody, so this episode's, welcome back to another exploration episode, where it's just going to be me talking over what the heck past self was attempting to do. Sometimes it's pretty hard to tell with this episode, because for now, it's looking at apparently the flying lesson for a really long time. No, this episode was mainly do some side quests that were around Hogwarts, but also, first and foremost, find the Astronomy Tower. Because I thought that where the divination classroom was the Astronomy Tower. I was wrong. And so, we're gonna watch this cat wander around essentially all of Hogwarts, and specifically nearby the Astronomy Tower without recognizing what he's looking at, and also underground for an extended period of time. So there's going to be a lot of like fast forward motion, and as much as I would love to like give him crap, that's what these exploration videos were for, but even this one was a little aimless. So we're going to fast forward until some interesting things happen. We're going to do some jump cutting, and maybe I'll hop back in and have something to say, specifically like, yeah, cool, we're trying to do the Zonko's side mission here throughout the castle, and it's not like priority, but I leave it on so that in case, because again, you have to be like tracking the quest in order to see the thing that the quest wants you to see. And so after this, I believe we're gonna do some, I say after this, during the Zonko's poster posting up and the running around aimlessly, particularly in the dungeons, there is that treasure hunt quest that we know ends in the Astronomy Tower. So that's what the beginning of this is all about. So I'm going to jump ahead a bit because I'm just going to keep wandering upstairs to, unfortunately, nothing. As much as I would love to say, hey, that's the whole point, is to like wander around. This is, it leads to nowhere. I promise you, I will clue you back in when interesting things happen. Other than that, I'm going to do some fast forwarding, some jumping around, and I will let you know whenever something cool or funny or weird is about to happen. I'll see y'all in a second. So we jump to the Hufflepuff common room. I'm pretty sure this was specifically to look for an advertisement board, but we now have Alohomora, so we got to go around and mess with people's stuff, steal some money if we can find it. And I don't even believe we find a bulletin board inside this place, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we will in a second. We'll see. But for now, sorry, foreshadowing, spoilers, I'm going to whip out this here unlocking spell and rummage through people's stuff. Let's see if anything interesting happens. Okay, so we did find a bulletin board here. And here's where the beginning of the aimlessness begins, I'm pretty sure. This is where I managed to look down into a hole and say, I'm not going to go down there. And then I find myself down there in the dungeons, and I think, okay, no, that's not what I'm going to do this episode. We're looking for bulletin boards. Later on, I find out there was a Bombarda Maxima wall back there, and we'll have to come back for that whenever we have that spell. Later, I find out that I still managed to find my way down to the dungeons, if not right now for this second. And it's just exploration time around here, and honestly, I can't even try and pretend to put y'all through this. So this one we're just gonna skip over. It's more dungeons. I kind of run around the same exact area multiple times. So did I miss this bulletin board? I ran straight past it, unless I had already pressed something on it. Ooh, I don't know. I think I ran past it. There's a gillyweed hole. Something we'll have to come back for again whenever we have more spells and more experience. But again, I'm just here in the dungeons, I guess, trying to find my way around, to find my way back to the grand staircase, which there it is. Thank you for grabbing that bulletin board. Again, if the whole purpose of this was to find, I spin this and I have no idea what it opens, and then I just kind of walk away from it. Like, I don't know where my head was this episode, except for where the heck is the Astronomy Tower, which again, I'm still not even looking for. So, back in the dungeons, back downstairs. So yeah, obviously this is going to be a little one note until hopefully something else happens, at which point I'll let you know. So here we are getting fed up with being lost, and we're going to teleport to the Transfiguration Courtyard and ask Cedric where the heck the Astronomy Tower is. Fun fact, it's the big tower in the middle of the Transfiguration Courtyard that I look up at. I'm sorry, spoilers, we're going to find it later, but man, oh man, looking back at this is really it just hurts me deep in my soul. So we're going to wander around completely lost, not knowing where the Transfiguration Courtyard Tower, Astronomy Tower thing is, until we run outside, and we're actually going to step into the greenhouses. So I'm going to come right back when that happens, because something interesting actually happens there. So I've been to the greenhouses several times already, but this is the first time that I managed to accidentally run up on a mandrake, completely without recording or anything, recording my voice or reaction, but past self takes a smart route and turns around and leaves. Obviously mandrakes are going to come into a part of the game later, but right now I have no clue what to do about them, so we're going to turn around and head out onto the outer limits of Hogwarts. I believe I'm going to like head down this hill, but I don't think anything... see, that's me looking for the Astronomy Tower, not knowing that I had looked at it 8 times already before we got to where we are today, here and now. So I'm going to wander around aimlessly out here, and I'll be right back. After talking to a girl repeatedly for no apparent reason other than to figure out where her broom came from, this is pretty funny. I was terrified that walking too close to Madam Hooch would start, and I still walk pretty close, would start up the learn how to fly lesson, so I didn't even mess with that. We just completely turned around and we see a dude out in the middle of this field here with an exclamation point above his head, so we're gonna go see if we can't find a little quest that hopefully has nothing to do, or question mark I should say, hopefully has nothing to do with flying, because that would kind of destroy the entire flow of the video series. Unless I'm going to look down, no, we'll be back. Because his quest is, it's to fight some flobberworms, which we can jump to now, and I mean we'll speed through this because it's flobberworms, which is cool from like a lore perspective and like a Harry Potter monster perspective, but other than that, it's just me shooting at the ground at a bunch of giant worms, and then we move on from there. So at this point, I begin to have the sneaking suspicion that since Madam Hooch is over in the training grounds close to the castle, and that's where the Quidditch practice, or the broom flying practice is going to take place, then there won't be anything stopping me from going to the Quidditch pitch. And that is exactly what we do. In here, there's a woman with a quest to mess with the Slytherins and change their banners to Gryffindor. Now, as a Hufflepuff, I don't really care too much about their rivalry, but I'm always down to sow some discord. It's always a fun bit of schadenfreude for me. But at the very least, she's paying me money to go in here and just turn all these banners to Gryffindor. Cool, great. So then we're going to get to the top, and we're going to take a little leap off, and I'll actually slow it down so that you can check this out, because it's so cool. At this point, I'm a little jealous. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm a little upset that I don't have a broom to go around, and like, I doubt again that we'll be doing any Quidditch true play, but you never know. It seems like it could be pretty doable, but we'll just have to see how fast the brooms are. This game is already pretty in depth, but you can bet your buttered biscuit that the second that I get a broom, I'm just gonna fly back over here and just mess around on my own. And so yeah, that's the Quidditch pitch. Super cool, super detailed. At some point in time, maybe I'll go look in every tower and try and find more snitches, but they gave me money and a snitch for doing all of this Gryffindor, Slytherin nonsense. And so that's going to be it for the Quidditch pitch. We're going to move on and continue on our journey to maybe, if I can get my stuff together, find the Astronomy Tower in the Transfiguration Courtyard, which I have seen 8 times, but not set foot into. Who knows? Oh, that's right. Here, this is a point in time when I was like, well, I don't want to go back down and around, so I'm just going to jump off and be back on the outside. I don't know why I didn't think to just teleport somewhere. I guess I'm going to do some running around, but I don't believe it. See? Boom. The second I jump down is when I'm like, all right, I guess I can just teleport back into society. So we're going to teleport back to Gryffindor. This is where I keep up with the secret. No, again, I think I'm looking for a bulletin board to post these flyers. I don't know. I have nothing to say because I'm pretty sure there's one that's really close by. I think this gut instinct works out for me. Talks to Ginny for some reason and busts out that Alohomora again, because what else are we gonna do? Not try and loot for money? This stuff in this game is expensive. You never know when you're gonna need some cash. And then boom, there's just some sitting here on a table. I feel justified in this. Ooh, dragon scale. I don't know what dragon scale is used for, but obviously anytime I loot something I just press F super fast and pick up everything without really looking. But moral of the story is we're wandering around, and this is probably a good time to jump to literally anything else that's more interesting. Okay, so we're running around the dungeons, and we come up along this wood paneling, columns, obviously got to loot the chest, and then we run to this little library, and we're like, oh, this is an interesting stretch, because it's not the library, but then slowly, back away slowly, maybe it didn't see you, maybe you're safe. No. These are my worst enemy in this game. These things, these freaking monster books. And so I'm like, okay, cool, great. Safe. Psych? Not really. This entire library offshoot, and so for a second I thought this was like the forbidden section of the library, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would I be able to wander in accidentally from one side of the library? Always gotta throw stuff onto the ground, open up these little latches, switches, shelves. And so this is a pretty much it's a crapshoot from here, because that's what we were looking for. Quotation marks. We were looking for that's all that was held within this room, but I don't know this because I'm like, oh, it looks like a maze of a library, and so we're gonna duke these guys out for a little while until I determine that, yeah, no, the only thing that's happening in here is I'm getting attacked by endlessly respawning monster books of monsters, because it gets pretty gnarly in here. And these things are, I'm a little annoyed at how well they're animated, because they're truly terrifying. I hate them so much, and they just pop out of shelves and chests and ruin my day. They're fantastic. Really lovingly crafted. Cool, great. Not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that they're terrifying, especially when they swarm. Even one by itself, when it jumps up at you with its mouth open, it's like, okay, you're very unsettling, but then you get 3, 4, 5 of them. Look at this. Look at this thing. It's the worst. Get out of here. Look at him. I hate him. And now when I get trapped in the corner, I'm pretty sure during this fight, I get, like, full on, like, I have to run away. It's coming. We're pretty close. Look at this. This is horrifying. This is nightmare fuel. I'm gonna have bad dreams about these dang books. What? Why? And then you gotta grab that parchment. You gotta have that parchment. All right. That's enough of me whining about how terrifying they are. They are scary, though. And past self throws down a heal here. Now I'm like ready and focused around every corner, looking like I'm in the trenches or something. Look at this. Look at how quickly I'm turning these corners. I'm so spooked. I'm so terrified. And there's a door out that I do go to. See, different hallway. We're in a different area. And so I was like, did I miss a third entrance, a third exit to this terrifying secret library area? And so I go back in like the brave fool that I am, checking corners before I can breach and clear. We got one down to the end of the hallway. Can you snipe it? Is he gonna snipe it? No, he's not. Oh, he's gonna miss. What is he gonna do? And see, that's the worst part about these spells. You miss one, and then look at how it backs me into a corner. Look at this. It's the worst. I hate these things. You got nowhere to go, dude. Okay. Perfect corridor. Perfect sniping. Don't miss. Nice. Don't get jumped from your left. And you can hear all the shuffling and it's just the worst. Oh, they're terrifying. They're everywhere. That's it. I'm out. I mean, well, heck, we're already halfway through it right now. Let's see if I can survive until. Goodness, they jump up on the table with you. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst. Look at this. It's a nightmare show. Gotta bust out the sword because I'm trying to like maintain my magic, but there's no way. And then the music wants to start up because why would I? Oh, whose idea was that? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's just I'm out. I'm hauling. I'm hauling and I'm out, dude. I can't take it anymore. I'm running. Nowhere safe. Myself a quick heal to keep myself floating. And there they are. It's just the worst. I hate them. Can you leave, my dude? Are you stuck? Are you trapped? Uh-oh. There you go. Get out of here. See, this even looks a little different from where I entered the first and second time. So I don't really feel bad about being trapped here. Do I go back in again? No way. You better run. You better turn and run. Go somewhere. Go somewhere else. Don't go in there. Amazing. Monster Book of Monsters, my worst enemy. Surprise, just bebops into the charms classroom, which we knew this 2 episodes ago. Oh well. Let's jump to something else. Either equally hilarious or not really going to live up to that, because that's pretty hysterical. Okay, so somewhere along the way, I find the Astronomy Tower. I don't know where it is. I've lost it at some point. I don't know how. Maybe when I was staring at it outside of the room where Cedric and the other prefects are hanging out, I thought maybe that makes sense because it's a very tall tower. But apparently I walked along the bottom of it to the point where I could get it to fast travel to. So this is me climbing the Astronomy Tower, something that you don't really need to see. There's a Veraverta section there, so we'll figure out whatever we need to do with Veraverta at that point. This is me climbing, and climbing and climbing, and I'm pretty sure I get to the top, opening all the doors in the bathroom, nothing of import found there. I'm pretty sure I get to the top, and I'll slow it down when we get to the astronomy classroom. Okay, so here we are. And this room is really cool. I really appreciate, like, I don't know what I was really expecting as far as decor goes, but they've got stars everywhere, and so I'm going to ask this kid, hey, have you seen this treasure that I'm looking at? He talks about this telescope upstairs, and it's pretty baller, so I'm just kind of enjoying the astronomy classroom. Fun, fun, fun. Walk outside. So again, I'm here looking for treasure, and so then you got this stairwell. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe we'll go up. This is the upstairs that he spoke of. We got a couple layers of upstairs here, and it's actually dead above me right now is the giant telescope, and I don't even realize it because it just looks like some set dressing, just some looking for ladders. Cool, find a ladder. Headed up, probably I think there's like a snitch up here, just because like, cool, good for you, you climbed all the way to the top. But it still doesn't feel like the top because where's my treasure? So I jumped back down, and I think I climbed this 2 or 3 more times looking for it, but I won't make you suffer through that. So let's just jump ahead to, here's the big old telescope, but I'm not here for it. I'm trying to find my money. So let me jump ahead to where we actually succeed. Spoilers. So yeah, I had to go back down to the bottom, and now we're climbing up again, and we're gonna pass through the astronomy classroom one more time. Here we are. Cool, great, fantastic. And then I don't know what demented me or what made me think, look, this stairwell did it. And here we are at long last at the clue, and it says, well, look at you, you find at last the gold of which we spoke, and when the chest you open up, appreciate the joke. I already Look at how dejected I am. Look, I just the biggest sigh. What could it be? Surprise! More monster books of monsters, and I try to Alohomora them in order to succeed and defeat them. So here we are, just left with, and we got like, I almost called them banisters. We got support pillars in my way. I just wanted my money. I just wanted to succeed. I did your riddles. It was all headed towards a bunch of house common rooms. Sure, great, that's fine. I love this one book that is hanging out around this corner, just hiding, just laying low, thinking that I won't remember where he is. Like, sir, you want to come join the party? Terrifying little beast. I was really hoping that he would actually fall off there, which would have been amazing. And I'm pretty sure I rage here. Yep, there it is. There's the rage. There it is. Totally understandable. So where's the real treasure? We got ourselves some money. We got coins. We got a bunch of potions, and we got some magic gem vial of dragon's blood. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I'm annoyed, but it was worth it in the end. Because what did we anticipate was going to happen? That I wasn't going to have to, like, fight something? Actually, yes. I thought that I was just going to... This is a cool, like... I have no idea what even this thing would be. Weird giant gyroscope. Astrolabe. Who knows? I believe that I'm going to just take a little victory. Oh, yep. Just a little victory Geronimo here. I thought that I was going to, like, solve this game's puzzle, and it was going to give me money. Look at the skybox. Well, look at the castle. Look at the grounds. Here comes the ground. Again. I thought it was going to give me money. I thought I had earned it. I thought I had paid my wages. Either way, this is it. This is the end. I'm pretty sure. Yep, we're going to shoot some flares off as celebration. We found the Astronomy Tower. We found the treasure. And I hope you come back next time to find out what happens next episode. So please have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, no matter what time of day it is. Stay black and keep gaming.